Skunk Bunker sounds like someone's bad handmade Fallout opponent.
Hi, I'm in here too.
Yeah.
I am in Skunk Bunker too.
Would you bunker you?
In my house.
We are
It is
Skunk
Tim's
Bunker.
house.
Yes, Tim's room is the Skunk Bunker.
It really works
It really
like
is
that.
a
It's just an underground little bunker with a
Oh,
single
no.
window.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say,
didn't even
there's
realize
one
you
window.
named it that.
Nah, I just...
Yeah, there's literally one window, and it's you have to crawl to it.
Anytime I wake up, I'm like, what time is it?
Skunk Bunker time.
That's absolutely how I feel that.
My room definitely has a weird aesthetic to it.
I was actually at work, and then I thought of Skunk Bumper first, and I was like, it was kind of funny. And then a couple of moments later, I was like, Skunk Bunker.
Yeah, we're literally on this glass table. It has tons of magic cards on it. Yeah,
I'm sitting next to a trash can with
it's with a bunch of
Chipotle
Capri Suns.
jammers, 50%. Where's my Capri Sun?
Kool-Aid Jammers!
That's mine because of fuck up.
Gotta love them Kool-Aid Jammers! This
Yeah, we all
podcast brought
gotta
to you
live
by
in
Kool-Aid
those
Jammers.
We're all in.
Capri Sun. Big Capri Sun.
So I think I've decided on my wrestling name.
Oh yeah.
Seth Havoc. It's really fun to say.
Seth.
What about Zeph Havoc?
I don't know.
Did you propose Zeph and they were like, no, that's dumb?
No. So the reason it's Seth is because I wanted to incorporate a god of death, and the Egyptian god of death is sometimes translated as Seth instead of Set.
Dude,
Well,
hold on. You're in a minor league. Nobody's gonna be like, what? Why did he name himself Seth?
I never said it was for anyone but me. This is for me.
But you just knew Zeph. Did you just want to do Zeph?
Partially. There's 4 ideas. I thought it would make me.
I know. I just like the idea of you being going to your instructor, being like, I got my ring name. It's Zeph, and he's like, nah, it's dumb. Change it.
But that's my real name.
I mean, can't they just do that to you?
No, they especially in the minor thing, they let me just pick whatever the fuck I want.
It can't be anything.
There's a kid who's named after a Godzilla, and at one point, 2 of them were going to be Player 1 and Player 2 wearing just a green and red morph suit to represent generic players.
It's fantastic.
It is pretty cool.
It's the Invisible Man idea.
I want the Invisible Man idea so fucking badly. I want it more than any other fucking idea for a gimmick.
That Player 1 and Player 2 thing, they're on something.
The bit was going to be there's a controller over a ladder match. Winner gets the controller and then controls the other guy. He was like, there's going to be this whole symbolism where I put it on a chair and then I smash it with a hammer to symbolize that we're free of the game now. And then we become a tag team. And I'm just like, it's a lot more than you need, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, go off.
I mean,
Have fun with your story. I'm not going to say you can't, but...
Not gonna lie, there are worse amateur storylines for wrestling.
You want to hear one?
Oh boy.
His kid. His gimmick has not gotten better. He's a literal kid. He's I think maybe 18. He's a friend, his family is a friend of the family who owns the place, so he gets to do these classes for free, and he loves wrestling, so he's doing this. The kid is absolutely, cringy. Tim's the hooded kid levels of this isn't the best idea. His first name was Grim Azrael, and
That's
it was
his first name.
No, that was his first idea for a wrestling name. He insists on wearing jeans to train as if it's special, and he had this concept where he's being he is not a good guy or a bad guy, but he's controlled by the baseball bat that he carries around, and if someone were to get the baseball bat, they could control him to do anything. And he's telling me this, and I'm trying to not be a dick, because he's telling me this on the first day, and he's been here before I have, and I'm just thinking, this is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
That's pretty horrible.
It's hilarious,
So Jesse,
but he's just this big mountain man.
if you became a wrestler, what would be your thing? What would...
I would do the Invisible Man gimmick.
Oh.
Do you know what the Invisible Man gimmick is?
Yeah,
It's
we want to explain it.
Yeah, it's where we dress him up in a green morph suit and we use green screen editing So everything that the audience at home sees is just whatever's not part of the green suit. So if he picks something up, it looks like it's floating. If the camera will watch him go down to the ring, but at home you won't see anything. It'll be invisible.
You can only tell where he's at because there's like each side where he walks down, like fireworks go off as he takes his step.
And my favorite is the concept that like you won't have any clue what the fuck they're doing because you won't see anything at home, and then you go to the live show, you'll see a dude in a green morph suit going nuts. You're like, oh, okay, now I get it.
Imagine if the green screen suit like, got a rip in it, and you just see like a little like rip in like the dimension.
There's a full split, and just out of nowhere, a dick flops onto the mat.
You see like a flying dick flopping around on screen. Oh,
How many
announcers.
times you just like have to open your eye, like dig in, like.
That'd be terrifying. If at home,
I'll be.
if at home, like you just see like a rip in the screen in the face, just
That would actually be like a really cool.
be horrifying.
Shit.
I don't even think this is practical, like in the sense that this can physically work.
Oh yeah, dude. No, you need like
Because
skin tight morph suit.
well, not just that. I mean, the logic that you have to put something in the morph suit, so that implies you have to have this same footage done, literally without him there anyway already, to put through the morph suit. So, like, if he's standing in front of a guy who's making faces, you have to have filmed that guy prior to put him in that area, unless you want to just BS put in like a loose of the right colors generally in the morph suit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the shots through the matches would be shot at angles that are easier to
Morph
have
suit.
a background for already going. And I'm sure during training sessions they could record.
But I just like the idea of like doing it in an amateur show that doesn't have a.
Doesn't have an audience at home, so it really is just a dickhead in a green morph suit walking out going, "Yeah! You can't see me! I'm invisible!"
And they just like everyone just plays it off like he's invisible.
There's a...
They're like, where is he?
Unzip from the opening.
There's a...
Okay, down now.
There is a guy who's been working on the building, because they keep trying to work on the building so it'll be ready so we can do shows and shit. But they got a guy there who apparently who's apparently also a former independent wrestler named Horsepower. I'm a retard because the first like 2 weeks that he was there, I genuinely thought they said his name was Mule Kick. And I thought that was a much better name than Horsepower after I learned it was Horsepower. But the dude, he hates liberals. He got really loud about it yesterday, and I was kind of like, glad I'm leaving now because I'm uncomfortable. He was just really going off on what the fuck was it? It was something about the rebellion because the fucking what the fuck's that? The Confederate flag is banned everywhere now. And that everyone's like, oh, they don't want to talk. These liberals don't want to talk about the birth of our nation. And I'm just standing there thinking, those are 2 separate timelines.
Yeah, those are 2 entirely different occasions, but
I don't know why you're so angry at me.
should have won the war.
It's kind of funny how you guys.
Want to fly your flag? Yeah, you should have won the war. I'm gonna pause real quick. Just want to plug in my laptop. Alright, so my laptop was low on battery when we were recording, and I was like, shit, if you heard me ruffling while they were talking, I was trying to plug it in, and I finally got all the cords together, and I was like, alright, I'm going to pause it. So unfortunately we don't have the recording. I tried to plug in my laptop. As soon as I plugged it in, I see a little spark from the outlet, and Jessie pops, he did that. And, like, it was, like, a little late, but, like, I plugged it in, I saw a spark, and I heard a boom, and I fucking full fight or flight, like, shit my pants. I'm still, like, breathing super hard. I'm seeing, like, through tunnel.
We love you, Hunter.
Love you, too. My ears hurt.
That was.
Tim, you said you sounded like you were going to say something before I paused it.
I think Connor's in the middle of a story.
You know, even Connor doesn't fucking remember.
You were talking about horsepower.
Yeah, I was talking about the guy who hates liberals. That he really hates the concept that we took away his Confederate flag. What the fuck? Why do Pennsylvanians care about the Confederacy? We were part of the fucking North.
Right? That's my thing.
We're part of the Union. The Union.
Are we part of the first 13?
Yeah. We were the capital at one point. Well, not Pittsburgh itself.
Harrisburg, right?
Yeah. What's the capital?
I didn't know that. Y'all teaching me shit.
Just had no other option for capitals. Fuck.
It's like the Mason-Dixon line. Where's that? What is that? That's like that. Didn't that indicate the North from the South?
I was thinking Gettysburg for a second. I was like, wait.
Oh, that's where the ghosts are.
The Nixon-Dixie line?
Mason-Dixon. The Nixon-Dixie.
The Nixon-Dix line.
The Dixie Kong line.
And there we go.
It's kind of funny how
Rocktopus.
Britain had like all the world at one point. Now they just have a small little shitty island.
It's kind of funny how the Queen is just not even like worth anything. She's just kind of like there. Just kind of like, oh, I fucking don't want to.
Is it bad that I was expecting your octopus to just be an octopus wearing Crocs?
That is pretty bad. I don't know why you wouldn't have faith that I draw an alligator head.
Well, because it's a croctopus.
You fucking took my idea.
I didn't take your idea. I had the same idea. I was really hoping you would do it. I was really hoping you'd do it so we'd be twinsies because I knew you'd do it.
He said croctopus.
Like,
That's why I really wanted to do croctopus so we could be twinsies.
My brain just went to an octopus wearing Crocs.
I still love Hunter's idea of a giant vagina with an alligator clitoris with legs wearing pumas.
Yeah.
Because the pumas is the part that makes me laugh because it was nowhere part of the prompt at all. It was just croctopus.
Well, you gotta have the pumas, bro. No matter what you do, you gotta have the kicks.
Can't not be rocking them pumas.
If you're blue and you don't know where.
Do go to.
I ever tell you the fucking
sex.
part of my Timberland story?
What?
Excuse me.
No, so one time I was playing Overwatch, and I was on mic. Like, I wasn't on mic, but I had the headset on. And some kid just randomly started saying, like, every time he got a kill, I fucked my Timberlands. And then some other kid on our team got on, and he was like, yeah, I fucked my Nikes. And it was just the funniest shit to me, because I was high off my ass, and this kid's just going, fuck my Timberlands.
I was playing PUBG with some random, like, British guy or something. And he was like, I don't know, he was cool. And then we ended up losing. And like whenever we lost, he got really, really mad for a couple of seconds. He was like, "Oh my god, it's so fucking good!" And then like he got real quiet, and it sounded like it sounded like he was like sucking on a cigarette or like smoking something, and he was like taking a really hard hit. You know, like whenever you smoke and it makes that burning sound.
I thought you were gonna say like you got real quiet and you just heard a gun like clot.
I don't know, it sounded really weird though. I think he was like hit like a meth pipe or something. It was, yeah.
This reminded me of a story. There's the time where I went, I'm honcho. And so we got on mic, I would go, any time I got killed, I would go, honcho. And this kid gets on mic, he's like, dude, shut up. Or like something.
Give me an Xbox controller.
And so he gets on. And he's like talking shit. And for the longest time, every single day, I would type in the message in chats. We're in the chats now, and I would just type "I Honjo" to him constantly.
He's doing it now.
Yeah. I love
now go all the way up.
There's so many. Let's go down the list of I Honjo.
So as far back as it goes is February 26, 2017.
Tim replies, I Honjo. Then 27th, I Honjo. Then the first, then 3-1, I Honjo. The man replies, bruh.
With like an emote flipping off.
3-3, I Honjo. 3-6, I Honjo. Your dick is supposed to be in your pants, not your personality. I Honjo. 329, I Honjo. I Honjo.
Again.
10/6/2019, I Honjo. 11/17/2019, I Honjo.
Just now.
Just now, I Honjo.
Is that the new Apple product?
Yeah, the new iHonjo.
think
But
it's-
then there's more people that got iHonjo.
I just love more than anything else, just the your dick's supposed to be in your pants, not your personality. I Honjo.
Definitely.
Lel.
I get a lot of messages.
Hey, there's an I Honjo.
I have at least like 4 people that I messaged iHonjo.
Oh no! Ew, Taylor Swift?
How the fuck? Oh.
Does she look like that in
Sexy
real
girl.
life?
She looks like that. Oh, she's on Hot Ones. Oh, it's the newest episode.
Yes.
Shit.
I like what I see, Hunter. You have
She's
good
pretty
taste.
hot, dude.
Dude, she's.
That's how you pick anal leakage.
I didn't even know what she looked like. Actually, so I never listened to the radio, but my phone was on 1% one day, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna turn on the radio. And I just fucking turned on some shit, and it was Dua Lipa, the one that will break my heart, and I was like, oh, fucking, it's all pretty good. So I very quickly pulled out my Snapchat, Shazam, and Shazammed it, and looked it up. And I sent it to my friends, and they were like, yeah, my friend specifically said, yeah,
Dude,
Dua
I'd
Lipa,
suck
I
a
love
fart
that
out of
whore.
her ass crack.
This is amazing.
Yeah, I drew the Kool-Aid Man's face, but like indifferent.
He's like,
I don't know why I felt the need to do it. Also, I've now made myself false. I am now proud of one thing in the sketchbook, and it's Croctopus. I like him a lot.
I'm happy like
Yeah, he makes me happy. His teeth were interesting.
I control when I have motivation.
None of that here. No motivation. What is this?
I'm just busting out the
Oh.
sketchbook.
He's bringing out the diary of a madman.
Sucks
was
like
Mad
this
Lad
fucking
movie.
paper right now.
I don't
You
fucking
telling
know.
me you don't agree with Hunter's sketches?
I am melting brain first.
I don't remember this, but
I love him.
Is that the squonk?
I don't know. But
He's just a gooey little baby.
He's a little big boy.
So here's a question for you folks at home. How many cards is too many cards? Because I'm counting 6, and Tim, I think 6 is too many.
what was
But
that?
there's
Croctopus?
Yeah,
Is that what it
is?
Croctopus.
over $1,000 worth of cards in this room.
Easily.
So what you're saying is if
I was
someone...
gonna say, if I have $1,000 worth in my backpack, easily your room at least has like 5,000 to 6,000.
You just carry around a backpack
in case
of
you guys-
$1,000 worth of cardboard?
Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, I live in.
I live in Squallum, made out of Magic the Gathering. My personal phone number is 724-684-00.
You probably just put someone's actual phone number out.
I did.
Someone's probably be rolling out.
That's my dad's old TT number when he worked for a certain company. It's a business number, so if someone was to call that, there's a very strong chance they would get beverage distribution industries with some random salesman with a BlackBerry.
I mean, I don't think the number is locked to Blackberries.
I really wish it was.
I had a BlackBerry,
I did too.
Yeah, I remember that.
Pink.
and then I picked up my book bag and it was broken.
Yep. Busted you screen.
I had a flip phone. I ended up throwing my phone really hard into the woods because I was trying to prove how indestructible it was, and it snapped midair before it left my hand in half.
That's great.
You fucking threw it with such velocity and just snapped.
I threw it and it broke the sound barrier, and then the sound barrier broke it.
I had an iPod Touch,
I remember.
and it had to be like 8th grade, and I was so happy because it had a hockey game on it that I loved, and I go to my swim class for the day. Well, I'm swimming for the day. And I had my swimming trunks under my shorts, so I thought I had just my swimming trunks on. And I dove into the water with my iPod in my fucking pocket. And I'm swimming. It was like fucking at least half an hour of swimming. And I look, and I feel something weird. I'm like, this doesn't, there's something in my pocket, but I'm not supposed to have pockets because it's jammers. And they're like skin tight compression.
Jammers!
Shorts.
Like
And I'm
cooler
like-
jammers?
No, like, think of a Speedo, but like down to your knees.
Yeah.
It's really swim trunk length.
Yeah.
Those are my shit.
They're really cool. I
comfy.
like them. I used to love them.
And I pull out my fucking iPod, and my friend looks at me. His name's Eddie. And he's like, "Shit." And I look, and everybody, all the girls run over. So some reason popular.
Tim was a stud.
Yeah,
They saw him swimming those
they're-
jammers and was like, I see some big salami,
They were
better
like-
get me a fucking
They
slice.
were like,
Is that a Pringles can?
I kid you
in your
not, hold on,
shorts?
I kid you not. This one girl's like, I brought rice for just such an occasion. It's in the locker room, and I'm like,
How'd you know this was gonna happen?
yeah, how did you know this was gonna I didn't question it, I was really happy.
Did you
But then-
sabotage me, bitch?
Yeah. So then she takes my phone, puts it in right, it didn't help. Long story short, it didn't help. But like,
She,
I sat there one day, and like, it hit me. It literally hit me. I was like, why did she bring rice that day? Like,
Tim, here's
How she got in the pool with her phone?
Tim. Here's what
Yeah,
really
like-
happened. It worked after she put it in the rice. That was fine.
I also had
But it
this
was like,
black
I
kid
gotta do something nice for this guy. I had to take nice, sexy pictures. So she just like inserted the whole iPod into inside, and just like kind of pressed her side to press the photo button a couple times.
She's a little Kegel.
And that's what
She just like clenched and take a picture, and she pulled out and she realized, oh no.
The screen was shattered.
I was gonna say no. I was so turned on. I gave it more water damage, and I'm all out of rice now. So she's just like, here. It didn't work.
I'm sorry, did the rice just vaporize in...
Nah,
Well,
it sucked up too much water, Jeppy.
Yeah, and
the
then
rice
the
is still
same,
fake.
a little bit later, like this is like farther down the line. There's a black kid on the swim team. His name was Otis. He was pretty big.
Wasn't this the guy who picked you up
He
by your
picked me
nipples?
up- No.
Huh?
He picked me up to throw me into the pool. He threw me a little short. So I smacked my back off the side, and I had to have the paramedics take me to the hospital because they thought I was paralyzed.
It's not funny, but that's fucking hilarious.
And then I just had a giant bruise on my back, like it was huge. And I got to go to the swim meet.
I got
And
privileges.
I competed, and people were like, and I had one woman. It was my friend's mom, and she was like, "Oh my god, I thought it was my son. You scared me."
You awful bitch!
And I was like, "Okay."
Thanks.
You should have fucking not.
Thank God it was you who was crippled, not
Yeah.
my son. My son was important.
But yeah, some funny times.
Do you almost get crippled?
I drew a croctopus, and I also drew a little man. That's my rendition of a croctopus, little crocodile heads on an octopus.
I really like your little man. I like his little fucking overall.
I love him.
But real quick, I'd like to establish,
Like,
Tim, it's not funny that you almost were crippled by being thrown into the
Yeah.
pool. But all I picture is like a cartoon style where he just playing around and he's like, go into the water, and then just.
It's gonna
You
be
just blew somebody's
fucking...
ears.
Yeah, it's fucking yeah.
I want to hear that part just because I want to see
If you
if.
hear like a big,
Remember 29 minutes and like 48 seconds.
Hunter, Can you hand me my Arnie Palmy?
But yeah, no. So
I'll kill you.
I just saw like recently. Back on the topic of phones, my first phone number, I had posted it, and I hate that I was like, I didn't appreciate it at the time, but my first phone number, the middle 3 numbers were 420.
God, you could have had the greatest.
Right? If I could have kept that phone number, it would have been fantastic, and I was too young to appreciate the amazing
Mine's
phone number I
419.
had. That's
The middle one.
so close to your like.
Mine's 518.
My social security is 420, 420, 420, 0. It's not.
Whoa, what? It's not?
What? You're telling me it's not?
Jesse, what are the odds you say your social security number into the microphone right now?
1 out of 2.
Connor,
3?
do you know your social security number off by heart?
I have it with me.
Why?
Because I don't know it.
But it's like...
I'm aware this is a bad idea. I want this cut out of the podcast.
You're gonna get mugged. You can be like,
Yeah, all we did was date ourselves. We were like, 10 years, like, I was swimming. We were living.
we were given
Yeah, this podcast needs some editing.
our exact location.
Yeah, we better,
We
better make sure all
by
of
the
our
way,
car doors are locked.
We were
Yeah.
joking. Oh, mine are never locked.
No,
Shouldn't
Jesse's
say
are
that.
never locked. I walk into his house all the time.
Dude, I literally left my keys in my apartment door overnight not long ago.
Dude, I remember when you left your keys in your car.
Dude, I've done that
Imagine.
like dozens of times.
I used to try and fuck with him because he wouldn't lock his car. I'd take something out of his car and then knock on his apartment door and wait an answer, just hand it to him and walk off. And I just hear, "Don't go in my car. Lock your door." I mean that, and I've got to the point where now I'll just go up to the car and just like open it and put garbage on the front seat so he knows.
Yeah.
Because you gotta lock your fucking car. Someone's gonna steal your car and then you can't get to work. You'll be
Dude,
fired.
if they steal my fucking car, good. I never want to see that piece of shit again. It's their problem now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye! Have fun! You're gonna get like 2 miles and it's gonna break down on you.
Here's another thing I shouldn't put on recording, but I'm gonna. There was a while where my dad's truck was like we didn't want to spend the money to get it fixed, but it was just a liability. Like it was just a financial hole if we didn't. And I asked him like what our insurance rate would be if it was stolen. He didn't give me a straight answer, but I was genuinely considering like if I stole it and didn't tell him I stole it, nothing would happen to him. He wouldn't know. He'd just report his car is stolen, and I'd just go dump it like in some river somewhere. Well, my thought process was if I can make sure that we'll still get the insurance money if I steal it from our house, I can. There's no cameras.
Well, yeah, but like I meant like if you dump it off somewhere, how you know?
There were holes in this. This wasn't fully thought out yet. Clearly, I didn't do it because we still have the truck.
Yeah, I'm saying. So now
Well,
if
where's
it
this
goes
truck
missing,
at?
So yeah, so now if this truck goes missing.
What's your address?
We're fine now. He has a new truck. It doesn't matter. The only
Alright,
reason we still have the
you
truck is because
you
Zach
give your
might
dad's
want
house's address, and it's your dad's problem.
it. 420 Blazett Street. It's where my pop lives.
On Crunk
He's a
Avenue.
rat.
So
Welcome
true
to
story.
Skunk City.
I'm helping Connor move out of his house, and his dad looks at me, and he literally said this. He's like, "My hero when I was a kid, like your age,
Connor
was
was stressed.
Charles Manson."
You see why I'm stressed? That's a stressful statement.
It's not something you want your
Yeah,
dad
me
saying.
and
I don't think
Connor's girlfriend.
I don't think my
What's
father understands the full scope of what that statement means.
Charles Manson was a part of MK Ultra, and then he did his own little MK Ultra.
Because I'm pretty sure young Charles Manson is a little more understandable than Charles Manson at the end.
He's just dancing Manson.
Just treating the logic of Hitler was named Time Magazine's Man of the Year at one point.
How about some woman wanting to marry him?
Fucking hung.
And when he died, that she wanted to stuff him and preserve his body for.
People are really
a museum.
real passionate about Mancy Mance.
I mean, if you like,
I wouldn't.
you like, what's that? Whenever you stuff people or stuff animals.
Taxidermy.
Yeah. If you taxidermy your dogs and birds and rats and shit, why can't you taxidermy?
Because they don't have skin. It's the fur being put onto some other material. Because the skin will just decay. There's nothing you can do for humans. I don't know why I know this.
Sips Mountain Dew nervously.
Hunter,
When was your dad born? How old is your dad now?
No.
Let's. 64?
Okay, then yeah.
Wanna give you a little kiss?
I mean, okay.
What I'm saying is I don't think my dad's not racist, and I can vouch for
No.
that.
But I'm saying the Manson
Hold on,
murders
your
took
dad's
place in
racist?
'69. So if by the time your dad was like our age, and if his hero was still Charles Manson,
No.
he already did the murder. He was in jail for the murder.
I mean, I don't know if it helps or hurts the fact that another of his heroes is JFK.
I love JFK.
He's expressed to me multiple times growing up that
I can support both of those.
he insanely wept when JFK was killed.
What do you mean, yeah?
JFK was like, you know about the secret societies within the government, and we have to stop those. And then he was killed.
It's like, we need to find them and hold the billionaires accountable. Why do you have that gun?
Why is that window in the hotel so shiny
It is
up
kinda
there?
crazy
I
how,
see a glimmering
the Kennedys
light.
kept getting assassinated.
Huh?
Like, a lot of the Kennedys were assassinated.
Oh, they were all.
And then one of them married Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he cheated on her with a fucking Mexican.
Kennedys are super powerful. They were moonshine runners. And
I thought you were gonna stop at Moon.
They were on the moon.
The Kennedys, they were Moon. I thought that was gonna be the whole statement. No, I thought, what the fuck is their
Kennedys, they
Moon
went
mean?
moon.
Who was in office whenever they went to the moon? Wasn't it JFK? Or I don't know my presidents. Was it like Truman or some shit?
What?
Moon president.
I feel that. 69. Yeah, 69.
That should be like Nixon.
I think.
Oh,
When it happened.
Okay, no. So what it gave me was Moon Jae-in, president of South Korea. First man on the moon, President Nixon.
Nixon.
Was it?
Yeah,
it was Nixon.
it was Nixon.
America's only 300 years old.
When I search who was president of the
remember
United States in
presidents from 50
1969,
years ago. Fuck.
No, mine was moon president, and then it suggested.
It is crazy that America's literally like.
I searched who was president, and it comes up both
1976,
Nixon
dude.
and Lyndon B. Johnson, but it's Nixon. Oh, 69 was the last year Lyndon B. Johnson was in office. Then it was Nixon. Okay. Or wait, I got that wrong.
Nixon.
Oh.
More like
Dicks.
he's fixing for a licking.
We're not even 30.
What?
Hey, as soon as I pulled my phone out, I got a Tinder match. I hope it's not some big ugly bear.
It's my cock.
Yeah, that seems, in my experience, that seems to be the only matches you get.
Yeah. I
What?
just said to everyone, but it's still like, no guys.
Can I ask, why the fuck does everyone have to have a quote from The Office on Tinder?
Because everyone thinks The Office is like the fucking Bible too.
I have never watched The Office.
I refuse
all the way
to.
through.
I've watched the entire Office, and I can say with absolute certainty, it's wonderful. It is true. It is a genuinely funny show. I don't get the hype people put on it, though.
Same thing with Friends. White people love Friends. Friends is a bad show.
I don't think it's another one like The Office. I don't think it's a bad show, but the moment you push it to be like this god tier level of comedy, and then you start watching it, you're like, oh, well, it's just kind of funny. Like it.
I don't know, man. I always thought Always Sunny was pretty good.
Dude, It's Always Sunny is fucking hilarious.
That
I don't
shit's
watch
super
TV.
Always Sunny. No, that's what it is. Always Sunny makes fun of the ideas that these shows have, and that's what makes it funny.
Always Sunny was just fucking hilarious.
It's like an anti-comedy at times, which just makes it fucking funnier.
I like that they almost killed Danny DeVito.
With the couch?
Suicide's badass.
No, they're
Was it the
drowning.
Yeah, and the
Yeah, there's an episode, the one where they're all stuck in the cabin of the ship. They're all stuck in the brig for whatever reason they did on the top of the cruise ship. Well, yeah, because they have to do a underwater scene where they're all held together and they see the light and they let themselves drift into the light. So they do the underwater, and it's Charlie Day who's talking about it, and he's like, "We didn't realize that Danny's he's real buoyant." So we had to put weights in him to weigh him down a little bit. And we're down there, we all do the scene, and then we come back up, and we get up there, and we realize, Danny, he's just not really going anywhere. And they had professional divers who were in the water for their safety and got him out. But they got him out, and Danny was just like, all right, I'm going home for the day. I'm done with today. And he was like, did you try and stop? No, I didn't try and stop. I almost killed him. Why would I try and stop him?
You almost died. Stay at work.
Yeah, no, they were just like, yeah, let's like...
Some employers
did stop recording.
it was just like a lot of shaking and...
I love interviews with Charlie Day. I gotta be honest. He's really entertaining as a normal person, too. There's two more that I love a lot. And he's talked about his movie with Ice Cube, Fist Fight? Yeah, Fist Fight. And he's talking about Tracy Morgan being on set.
Is that new? Or is
it's newish.
2016-ish?
But Tracy Morgan... Tim, I don't know you personally if you recognize Tracy Morgan.
27.
Yeah. So he's got a solid like beer belly going on a lot of the time, and Charlie Day is like, you're on set, and Tracy Morgan's like a joke machine, and he keeps shooting them at you. But it works like this, where he just like, you walk up and he'll just be patting his belly and just be going, "Hey Charlie, you know what this is?" No, I don't, Tracy. It's a mating call. And he's like, that's a good one, Tracy. And then he'll walk by, and like half an hour later, Tracy will be like, "Hey Charlie, you know what this is? Mating call, Tracy?" Yeah. And he'll keep doing the same joke over and over again, like 200 times. But I assure you, that 200th time, that's the funniest. There was that, and then there was him and Conan were talking about the fact that the schools they went to, the colleges, they were given...
from the Akatsuki?
What? No. I hate you so much.
Naruto, where everything's the same except Conan is just replaced with Conan O'Brien.
You guys make me want to vomit just bile, and make me want to ruin my insides.
You need to be a weeaboo.
I'd rather learn how to tie a noose in the dark.
Jesus Christ.
But Weeaboo Jones.
But Charlie Day's there, and he's talking about how he got to speak at the graduation of his old college, and they gave him an honorary doctorate. So he is technically a doctor without having to go to school to be a doctor in any way, shape, or form. And he's just like, it's crazy who they give these to. It's like you, me, Kermit the Frog, Mike Tyson. Like, it's an honor that apparently a college can just do. Is like, hey, you a good actor. Here's a doctorate. You get to be Dr. Charlie. And it's just like, yeah, I called my sister who actually went to school to be a doctor, and I was just like, hey, guess I'm a doctor now too. And I heard the like joy escape her voice. And I love the concept that you could just be a doctor now.
I hate that. You imagine just like what does that mean to be a doctor?
It means you have a doctorate.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's all it means. It means that you have studied to get a doctorate in some field. Usually something psychological, physical, medical.
Now, this is completely off topic, but I don't know if you gentlemen were aware of the fact that there is a metal band called Oakley Dokley, where all of the members dress as Ned Flanders from The Simpsons.
Yeah. They're kind of old at this point. They went on tour not too long ago, though.
I like that it exists more than I like the music of it. Like, it's one of those things that, despite it not being something I'm going to actively listen to, I'm very glad it's real.
I'm gonna stop you right there. So,
was
Hunter
done anyway.
the other day brought up whatever happened to the Numa guy, and Jessie.
I made a Facebook status about it, and Jessie decided that.
Well, yeah, no.
He decided to be the MVP of the situation and go
'Cause-
searching for the
Because I was
Numa
like,
guy.
yeah, what did happen to that Numa guy? So I googled it, and he just makes music, and it fucking slaps.
He's not so bad.
Loose water.
They don't seem to know. I don't want these things. I don't want these things that you do.
And subscribe to a Patreon. You can get that as a ringtone.
It's a shame that wouldn't be the worst tier.
It'd be the highest tier. It'd be like $100 a month.
No, you can see me
You get a direct
in
MP3
my
download.
Underwear bottle flip. Underwear bottle flip.
No,
I
okay.
landed that.
You get to see.
That's a lie. I'm not gonna let you live that lie.
Well, you probably heard it bounce.
No, it's
On our Patreon, you get for the $100, you get a poster of all of us naked, but there's a thin little Japanese sensor bar that covers only our little pee holes, and then that's it. And
No, we all just have different tube socks on.
and tube socks, but we have Japanese sensor on the tube socks.
Okay. I was
On
gonna
the
say
lines.
we gotta make sock puppets.
Put 'em
Put sock
on.
puppets on the
Crochet.
dicks and do like hentai style, where it's like a black bar over just the eyes.
I thought
We
you
gotta
were
make
sock
them do
puppet.
caramel dancing.
I thought you were gonna say make sock puppets of our dicks to put over our dicks.
Okay, no, that still falls under the category of that one question I asked, which is it too far if I take a picture of me naked and then cover up my dick with a picture of a dick I found from Google Images and send it to you? Is that still just as bad as just sending you a dick pic? Like it'll be just like it'll be like just a fucking black dick. Just over my fucking disgusting white body.
probably like if I didn't see like any of like
I had it photoshopped perfectly, so I
Yeah.
truly had it like airbrushed so it like transitioned perfectly into the
I would
like
find that
shades.
fucking hilarious.
Connor, you can actually do that if you put enough hair ties around your wiener for long enough time. And you cut you just build the blood up in it.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll
Do you think
get
it'll
like that.
swell? Do you think it will be like
Probably a little bit.
My dick just swell. I don't think my
You'll probably get like pins and needles.
Just crying. I don't need my dick to swell.
It's 3 a.m. Time for your dick flattening.
Okay.
Time for me to stomp on your pecker and
Oh, it is
high
3
heels
a.m.
Yeah, it is.
and stilettos.
I was being honest. It is 3 a.m. It's time for your
dick.
dick flattening.
It's 3 a.m. She won't put out.
Time for the dick flattening. All right.
Rub it,
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Strumming your pecker meat. Singing Crazy Frog over
Why
there.
the fuck I started doing that?
I don't remember how. Is that Pokemon? Or you
No, it's Kirby. It's like.
I thought you were doing the Route like 1 music.
Bing, bing, bing.
It's like, bing, 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 bing.
I thought that was the bicycle
Very,
music.
very similar.
Yeah, they're both very similar. But also it's from the Ed, and Eddie. Friends are there to help you. It's
Friends are there to
You fly around, you put on a show. Friends are there to help you. If you have your shoe and your feet stink, pee. Friends are there to help you.
When you trip on your face and your teeth are misplaced,
Friends
are there to help you.
When you trip on your boot and you want to get a shoe.
Friends are there to help
Give me your best shot.
No, what I said was actually very serious.
If you take off your shoe and your feet smell pee, Friends are there
I
to
don't know.
help
I
you.
remember that.
Now I feel very out of the loop. I don't remember that. I want to get chewed.
Buddy, speak.
Fuck! Ah!
So, anyone do any good jigsaw puzzles lately?
I mean, I still haven't opened that Yu-Gi-Oh!
I haven't done a puzzle in forever. I'm not took my belt off either.
I should bring the Yu-Gi-Oh! Puzzle next time. Now we'll sit there and do a puzzle.
I really did not think that question was going to get more than just a response of just like,
Yeah, I never
"Go fuck
thought I would
yourself."
see the daylight.
Connor.
I'm so sorry.
Like,
Yeah, and he's got his foot
you
in the
lifted
face.
your ass towards me. You angled it. You were like, I'm gonna fucking
I just
blast the
full
fire.
trebucheted that gas blast at you.
Dude, I'm just looking
I'll
at
just,
this
I'll just put that
whole
there over my
thing
gauge.
of tech deck boards on my wall.
You
And
know,
I'm like, man, I fucking wish I could tech deck.
I've been longboarding a lot easier lately.
Did you get one, or are you just using Tim's?
What's
He's
up,
just
Sims?
using mine.
That's what's up, though. Practice makes perfect, bro.
The campus down in Cal has like this perfect little stretch that it's not like a super fast one, but it's a nice continuous ride from like the center of campus to about halfway down to where the Dollar General and shit is, and it's just this nice, smooth little run.
You should take me for a look.
But the problem is that the entire campus is like slanted one direction, so everything after that you can't ride it back up. You gotta walk home up a giant hill.
Shit, speaking of take a look, what are you doing tomorrow morning?
I have to. I mean, I'm leaving whenever Tim has to go to work.
You want to go for a look at that place?
Fuck it. So at some point, my charger was in my bag, and the little charging box got smashed by something. And my prongs are like pointing together now, and I can't charge anything. So if y'all have
It's
a
okay. The charger that's behind Tim's
Oh, that's
couch got fucking
Yeah, I
crushed
tried,
by
it
the
doesn't
couch. And,
Huh?
can't put
It
it
doesn't
in.
work.
yeah, well, have you seen it?
It's falling to pieces. Did he do it, Dad? Did he accomplish the impossible and fix the charger?
But you have stronger fingers than me.
This is a strong man.
Look at my body. I'm half estrogen.
My mom was estrogen.
to bend more, Toms.
I just need to get a little hand grip. I need to work on my fucking man skills.
I am pretty good at
You know,
thumb
just teach
wrestling.
me how to change a tire tomorrow or something.
I
Gotta get that
I can thumb wrestle
testosterone
pretty
up.
good.
Is he gonna win? Is he gonna thumb? He's gonna thumb wrestle. Win? Oh, is he gonna win? Hunter's gonna win.
1, 2. Pretty good.
Sorry, everyone.
I just had to crush this man in thumb wrestle. You want thumb wrestle?
No. I hate thumb wrestling.
You see me break my phone. Here, I'm gonna
They dig nails in my
I
arm.
don't got any nails.
He didn't this time.
What the fuck are you doing? That's not...
Go Tim! Go Tim! Well, Connor, I thought you were taking wrestling classes.
Yeah, not thumb... You can't fucking hold my hand.
What are you talking about?
You just went like this for a second.
Because you're not staying still.
How are you?
You kiss the homies goodnight?
I mean, like, you're gay if you don't.
Oh, fuck.
Give him a little smooch on the nip. Look at the airwaves.
I'm more invested in this than I usually am.
We're going at it for a solid 3
Yeah,
hours
you're
now.
fucking.
3 hours my ass, you fucking... You
It
plebby
is 6
shit.
a.m.
Oh! Oh, that's not the correct way! I can't move! Stop! Ah! I couldn't move my thumb. You were literally pushing it into itself. I hate doing this because it always ends with me injured.
Stubbed Connor's thumb and
You're just like slowly breaking it.
I'm sorry, did you just win by submission in a thumb wrestle?
I think I did win by submission. Counting that as a win by submission?
Oh, fuck, that hurts now.
Be first. You
That's
just
the
did
first
some-
win by submission?
Oh, it hurts so
Brazilian
much.
Jiu-jitsu.
Did I win by submission?
Yeah, Tim just won by submission.
I just crushed all of... No! Get the fuck away from me,
No,
freak.
okay.
Fucking shaking my hand? No.
The world's first.
Alright, welcome back. I got a sound with a battery.
What?
Are you ready?
Here's the game, Tim. How many of those batteries can you fit in your mouth like a little chipmunk storing nuts for winter?
I knew what you were saying before you did that. I just pictured batteries in my mouth as soon as you said batteries.
I could probably fit at least a good 6.
Prove it.
No. You didn't win thumb wrestling.
So I bought these, I told Tim this story
So
already.
you do it.
I have these rechargeable battery packs for my Xbox controllers. And for a while I couldn't get them to work for some reason. Like they worked and then they didn't work. And then I couldn't figure it out. So I just took a chance and I was being weird. I was super high and I was like, fuck it. What if I add a little bit of saliva to the back of the controller where you like put it on a charger thing. And then guess what? It fucking worked.
Okay, real question, did you lick it or did you spit on it?
I might have liked it.
Might have liked it.
But, so...
I'll never tell.
just intense eye contact before answering.
Baby licked it.
So, long story short, I've been doing that for like probably a year or two now. And,
So you lick it every time. You're like,
if I can't get it to charge, I'm gonna fucking lick it.
Does it not shock you?
It feels weird. It feels weird on my tongue. Not gonna lie. It doesn't shock me, but it feels weird. No, you ever put like tinfoil in your mouth or something and it
No.
feels weird?
Oh,
See?
no!
You ever pretend like you have grills or something?
no.
Alright, well y'all are...
You look like the kind of person who would pretend to have...
Some of us in this room didn't have a normal childhood, and
I
I
mean,
can't decide
None
where...
of us in this room had a normal childhood. But on your note, yes, I know what tinfoil in my mouth feels like. I've bitten into like a sandwich that was in a tinfoil
Yeah.
wrapping. I hate.
It feels like that on your tongue. A little bit.
Oh,
But now I realize the back of my controller where I put it on the charger, it's starting to get like rusty. It's starting to get like
it's just
color
flavor, dude.
displaced.
It's just flavor
it changes
paste.
faster. It is electrolytes.
Dude, I really want to go upstairs and get the original Xbox and bring it down.
It's a
Yeah.
little late for that.
Oh, is it? Didn't know we had a pussy.
I do have a pussy. It has a crocodile foot and it wears pumas. I didn't draw him.
So Jesse, you never use tinfoil to have a grill?
No.
Why not?
Because why the fuck do I care about having a drill?
They're awesome. All the urban teens have them.
I played Def Jam Fight for New York and I was like, gotta have that grill.
That's
Got
the
it.
best reason you could have told me. I love that reason so much.
I don't even know if you can get grills in that game, but it's around that time when I was playing that.
Was that one rapper fighting gamers where you give yard?
Yeah, that was Fat Joe. His name's Fat Joe. I think he's an actual rapper. But in that game, his name was Crack. And whenever you fight him, he like can barely talk. And he's like, "You're gonna lose your team matches with me, hurt." Yeah,
There's a
he's
fucking
really hard to fight.
there's a Smosh bit where they're trying to
March,
guess.
my face hurts again.
They're fucking trying to get like they're doing like a newlywed game kind of thing. Which the one person's like, "What's my favorite color?" And the two people have to answer. One of hers was, "If I was a rapper, which rapper would I be?" And the first guy goes, "I just took a guess, Lil Tay, because she's like a small Asian girl." And then the other guy, Shane, he's just like, I thought there was a 1 in a million that it'd be Fat Joe.
He actually had a song on the radio not too long ago.
Fat Joe.
He's fat. He's like a fat Hispanic man.
I wasn't disputing Joe's weight.
Yard?
Do you think his friends call him Joe or
Who
Fat?
was in that
Fat
game?
Joseph. Snoop Dogg, Escrow, Redman.
I play a fighting game as Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, he's actually the final boss.
That's great. What game is this?
And Def Jam Fight for New York, and you fight him in like a penthouse, and you throw him out of a window.
We're doing a let's play of this. I don't care what happens in my life.
You push him out of a window, and he falls into like a fire and splats.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
You throw Danny Trejo in front of a train.
I remember.
Yeah.
Danny Trejo's not a rapper. Why is he in this?
He's in everything.
This is like my probably my 12th or 11th birthday, and my mom got me a 50 cent video game.
I remember that.
I still have it.
Yeah, you do. Isn't it for PlayStation?
Yeah.
One time. It's 50 Cent like Blood in the Sand or something.
One
Or it
time.
might not be that one. 50 Cent has 2 video games.
Did they come out on the Soulja Boy game machine console?
Oh, you mean the non-existent one that Soulja Boy is just scamming people for?
The one that he just bought like a 17-in-1 retro.
Korean Retron.
Sadly, I don't think I have it.
Sadly, I think I threw it to an incinerator.
It's okay, Tim. We can buy another for $6.
All evidence that
We can just rip the ROM off of somewhere.
I'll trust that you know how to do that.
No, but I do have War of the Monsters case.
with the fucking
I
receipt
don't know.
tape
I don't think it
right
has War of the Monsters.
It's okay. I have War of the Monsters, so that's on the list of shit we
I
can
don't know what
play.
this blank disc is, but it says don't watch.
It's me, 50 Cent. I was not worth $1. I think it was the bulletproof one.
What
Yeah.
says,
Yeah, it was bulletproof. 50 Cent bulletproof. I recognize.
Yeah, that's what it was.
You fucker.
what was his like pitch whenever he went to like the Warner Brothers?
I want to go into Islam with some guns
And then I have
and
the,
take
and then she got
them
Blitz.
out.
And that game was fun. I liked Blitz. That was a good football game. Where they literally, like, if you tackled somebody, you show their, like their ribs breaking, and, like, their spine getting severed and shit. And, like, there's organs rupturing.
Be right back from our piss break.
We'll see if that catches.
I remember on one of the tackles, he would, like, rip off the other player's helmet and just hit you in the head with it, and it'll show you getting a concussion.
That
Because your brain getting folded.
that sounds scary.
There's on one of the
Hamburger
games. One of the teams was called the Cleveland Steamers. That was
That's
pretty funny.
yeah.
That was pretty cool.
It's a poop joke.
Hi, they make poop joke.
Haha, joke about Big Boom Boom.
What's the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean?
I don't have a garbanzo bean in my garage.
I don't know what either of those are.
Food. I don't pay $500 for a garbanzo bean on my face.
That's pretty good.
I like that actually.
Even on my fucking Facebook timeline after we were talking about
Is
it.
it gold?
Is that Dan's son?
Is
But,
it?
what was it last time that we were talking about? And then Facebook was just like, here.
I don't know, guys. That's what we have to go back and listen to the episode.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm gonna go back and listen to what I said, and I'm gonna fucking cringe so hard.
Yeah, your hand can't fit in this.
Oh, I'm never I'm never going to listen to these.
Why?
Dude, I hate my voice.
Oh, I'll absolutely listen to these. I will be our #1 subscriber.
I don't think anyone likes their own voice, but I still gotta listen to it. It's like,
Real quick,
Yeah, just
I do have a genuine story from very recently. What I call vindication as a retail worker. I'm sitting there talking to a customer because I sell phones. He's looking at one of the displays, and I'm like, oh, unfortunately, we don't have that one in stock. I'm sorry. His wife comes over from just having an awful time trying to buy a laptop 2 feet away, and he's just like, oh, honey, they don't have this one particularly. He's gonna show me the other one. He's like, of course they don't have this one. they didn't have any of the display models over there. I couldn't buy any of the displays. I'm like, I don't control
You
that.
said it's recently?
Yeah, this
It's
is like last
fucking
week.
COVID. There's nothing in
Yeah,
stock
there's no
anywhere.
stock anywhere.
Nowhere.
And she's flipping out, and the entire time I'm trying to show them, I'm trying to be like polite. Gotta be polite to this piece of shit woman. And she's just like fucking flipping out for no reason every so often. I'm just like, oh yeah, well we have straight talk and it's no content. And he goes, and this is why I wanted to get something on Boost or Cricket. And I'm like, well, Boost might be making a lot of changes. They just got bought out by a new company. Oh really? And the husband just looks at her and goes, hey, knock it off. And she just looks at him and goes, you're being a fucking asshole right now. And I'm just standing there like,
That's great.
and I'm just standing there, and she looks me dead in the eyes, terrified. I'm just like, I don't know. I can't tell you you're being a piece of shit. You are.
I would have nodded yes very silently but firmly.
I really wanted to. I really wanted to. And he was so mad at her, he just like walked off, and she's just like, I didn't, and she like chases after him. And all I thought was, I didn't say anything, but I'm really happy right now.
But my favorite story Connor told me ever about his work experience was at Kmart. He was in the layaway section. He gets a phone call, and it's this guy. He's like, yeah, do you have this movie in? And Connor didn't feel like walking up and checking.
Oh, that's not a one-time thing.
Oh yeah, no, like,
no, that was a regular
anywhere.
event at Kmart.
Dude, anywhere.
Listen, if anyone's worked at a Kmart, they will know that their online amount is just nothing like what the store actually has. Like no comparison at all. They're different things, and the online will just be like, "Oh yeah, the store has 87 of these breakfast nooks that you can staple to your wall." And then people come in and be like, "I want to buy 6 of them." Like they don't exist.
Nook?
What?
What's a breakfast nook?
It's literally a small table and a couple benches that are
we're
dedicated
drifting away from
specifically
the
to eating in
story.
the morning because you put them under a window for sunlight.
Alright, we're drifting away from the story. So Connor gets a call.
Yes,
This guy, he's like, hey, do you have this movie in stock? And Connor just doesn't feel like it, so he just goes, no. And he's like, oh, well, that's funny because I was there 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, no, it's...
And you guys had it.
I was doing... No.
Music.
It was children's guitars, and it was the same thing I did with so many people, which was, do you have this in stock? Let me check. Let me put you on hold. Puts them on hold, and I just stand there for like 3 minutes.
just stand.
Yeah, I just wait there because I'm not gonna walk anywhere. I have to stock things here. I don't want to walk to the other fucking side where we have the children's guitars. I know we have them somewhere over there. I don't fucking care. I just pick up the phone and I'm like, no, I'm sorry. It doesn't seem like we have any. And the guy's like, yeah, well, I was just there and you had them. And I was so sick of this today. It was just a shit day. I literally just went, then why'd you ask? And there was just silence. It was just dead silence over the phone. And I was just like, okay. And I hung up. And went back. I had no repercussions. Nothing happened to me.
Okay.
Because I guarantee you that guy was like, I'm going to call him this bullshit. Why'd you ask?
Why did I ask?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what I get out of this.
It's fucking hilarious.
This place was...
Well, I was there just 10 minutes ago and you guys had them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why'd you ask?
It was like, why did you even call about it?
What was the point of any of this?
Just don't fucking waste your time.
I think I like looking back now, what would have made me laugh even more is if that was like a secret shopper and my boss pulls me in and is like, hey, so we need to talk about this review we got saying that you lied to a customer about a product and then asked why they bothered to ask about the product. I'm like, oh yeah, because they were lying to me.
It's pretty fucking funny.
It's the same job that I put as an OSHA violation nightmare because they kept all of their shelving, like the heavy metal shelving, at the top of some like shitty like 2x4 built wooden stairs in the back.
Oh yeah.
That would creak and crumble as you walked on them, and I just remember thinking, I really hope one day I fall through this so I could sue them for so much money.
Oh my god, that was Kmart, that when they were closing down, they moved one of the aisles, and I found a baby bottle pop that had expired in 2006. And this was in, like, what, 2016?
At least 2016.
It was probably 2018.
So this 10-year-old baby bottle pop.
At least. It expired, so it's probably good for
Oh, yeah,
a year.
no, I was gonna say, baby bottle pops probably have, like, a substantial
Yeah,
shelf
shit's
life.
not even food.
This Kmart had the worst fucking store manager. His name was Jim, and he was a fat fucker.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
He was fat and he liked fat boys.
He'd often tell me to do, like, he'd be like, all right, we need this metal thing put here. And it's this 4-sided metal thing they put a whole bunch of clearance items on, but it's heavy as all hell. And so you gotta put it on these tiny, stupid little wheels to move it. But here's the problem. There's no physical way for me to just pick it up and set it on the tiny wheels. I have to, like, lean it. But the moment you get it on one, the wheel's gonna slide out as soon as you start to tip it to put the other one in. And so for half an hour, I'm trying to get this to work on my own, and finally I'm just like, fuck this. He wants me to do this, he's gonna show me how to do it. So I go to him like, Jim, listen, I don't understand how you expect me to do this on my own. Show me how to do this on my own, so I don't have to bother you again. He's just like, fine, I'll show you how to do it. And he comes out here, and he's like, alright, you got it on the one set of wheels? Yes, now how do I put it on the other one? He puts his foot behind the one. Alright, now pick it up and put those under. I'm like, no, but that still takes 2 people. That's how you do it. I'm like, why the fuck did you tell me I could do it on my own if you yourself are telling me right now it takes 2 people to do this job? Why do you expect me to magically be able to do this?
You good?
Did I tell you, Connor, that, like, 2 weeks after the Kmart closed...
He was at Goodwill buying a crate.
Yeah, it was like a wooden crate and a flask, and I was like, oh...
He's just gonna hang himself.
That's great.
I've literally never ever had, like, a manager that was experienced or, like, worthy of being paid as much as they get paid.
Worthy as being my superior.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't care how much older they are than me. Like, they physically and, like, mentally don't even, like, do as much as I do around the workplace. Like consistently. I'm not even trying to suck my own dick, because I don't even do that much around the workplace, but I still do more than my managers. Yeah, it's like, fuck.
Dude,
Fucking bitches.
I remember
Hey, Misa.
Connor used to work with me for a while, and our manager's name was Gippy. And she was a fucking miserable old lady. Could not stand her. Showed you no respect. Thought she could get all the respect back. So I remember one day I come into work. I'm like pretty upset because my grandmother wasn't doing good. She was like, "Oh, why do you look so mad or sad or whatever?" I was like, "Oh, I'm just sad." And she was like, "You have no right to be sad. I had my family member die not too long ago." And I was like,
That doesn't stop me from being sad.
doesn't stop
You're
me
just a
from
stone.
saying-
You have a heart of stone, you worthless bit.
Yeah, every human being is, like, processes emotion
Differently.
and then I remember another time. She was I was doing the bathrooms, like cleaning them, and she was like, "Hey Tim, did you take out this garbage?" And she was looking at it, and I was like, "No, I'm doing the bathroom." She's like, "Well, how come this garbage hasn't been taken out?" She literally just set the bag there, like, not even 3 minutes ago. I was like, because I'm cleaning the bathrooms, I'm not fucking Superman. And she like, I was getting irritated. She was like, "Well, you gotta take out this garbage now." Like, now. And I was like, why now? Why'd I have to take it out now?
can be taken out.
Yeah, like,
regardless.
I'm literally cleaning the bathrooms right now. I'm almost done. Just give me a second. But she insisted I took it all, like that instant. And then she ended up telling my boss that I was talking shit on her, and then I was going to fire her.
I want to establish, Tim, working with you is the most stress-inducing thing I've ever fucking done. The easiest way I can put it is, and it's how I explain it every time, why I like, the idea of working with you is such a fun one until I realize what it means, and it means that In a normal job, if your boss comes in here and starts screaming at you, you just have to let them scream at you. You don't get a say. Like, you don't talk back because then you get fired. Tim, however, the only job before the one where we worked together was working with his stepdad, where the interaction is, if he screams at Tim to tell him that he didn't do something, Tim screams louder that he did do it until one of them gives up, and that person wins. That's the whole interaction.
Dude, Tim Denver was talking to authority in a way that, like, baffles me to this day.
But no, we're standing there, and the thing was, we supposedly had forgotten to restock the paper towels. And Gibby comes in and he's like, you guys aren't taking this seriously. You aren't doing nothing. And Tim's like, I'm fucking doing it, Gibby. I'm doing the whole thing. I'm fucking doing it. And I'm sitting there just thinking, oh my god, shut the fuck up. I need this job. Shut the fuck up.
Dude, I was so mad because
we were, and we were fully being framed.
I was like, I was fucking doing it, Gibby.
But that wasn't the point. All it was like, I'm sitting there. And like, I've had several jobs, and my thought process is, okay, she's screaming at you, you wait till she's done, you try and explain it, you deal with the fact that sometimes you can't. Tim is just fucking fight or flight. Right now, you want to fucking go? I'll put you in the grave.
I'll put you in a casket, Gibby.
And I'm just sitting there just like, oh my god, I can't fuck.
I popped my, like, tendon. And I couldn't lift, like, heavy things.
Yeah, and they kept telling you to try and lift shit.
Yeah, they were telling me to lift stuff, and I was like, Gippy, I can't lift stuff. Like, and they didn't understand that I could not lift anything.
The doctor has told me not to, and they're like, how does a doctor tell you
Yeah, and then she kept, every single day, she's like, well, how long until you can lift stuff? And I'm like, Gippy, literally about, like, a week or two. And she was like, well...
How about now?
Lift?
I didn't lift, bro.
It was to the point where, like, she would ask me, and I'd scream at her. I'd be like, Gippy, I literally, like, told you, like, a day ago, I can't lift anything, bud. Like, I'm out of commission. And she just didn't understand. No means no. I bet you 6 feet under.
Who's Megan Fox?
Is Megan Fox gonna be Rogue?
And the title of this article is just Watch Megan Fox Fights an Angry Lion in New Rogue Trailer. I guess Megan Fox is going to play Rogue.
Who's that?
Rogue Squadron from Star Wars.
What?
Rogue One.
Tim, are you asking who Megan Fox or who Rogue is?
Jennifer's mom.
Rogue is the one X-Man who touches you and steals your powers.
Oh.
Yeah, her.
Okay.
Do you know who Megan Fox is?
Yeah, I know who Megan Fox is.
I don't think that's a bad casting choice. It's just an odd one. I forget Megan Fox exists most of the time.
I drank too much Mountain Dew. My tummy hurt.
Okay.
3:30.
Oh!
How much longer should we make this?
I think it's good.
You think
We're
you're
at-
good? You think
we're
the
at-
last
We're
story?
at an hour 20.
The last,
we're fine.
the last story is just Tim screaming at his boss. I'll put you in the fucking grave, Gibby.
No, nobody heard me go, and now that bitch is 6 feet under.
Is she?
That's why I looked at you, and like, your eyes went wide, and my eyes went wide for a second.
I was unconscious for a couple of times.
Okay. Okay.
Bye-bye.